Hi, my name is Surbhi Gupta and I am an MBA student from Guru Gobind Singh IP University, Dwarka, Delhi. This is a video on stakeholder theory under corporate social responsibility as a core subject. CSR is a self-regulating business model that helps a company be socially accountable to itself, its stakeholders, and the public. By practicing CSR, companies can be conscious of the kind of impact they are having on all aspects of society, including economic, social, and environmental. Most companies have long practiced some or the other form of CSR with the broad goal of contributing to the well-being of the communities they affect and on which they depend. But there is an increasing pressure to dress up CSR as a business discipline and demand that every initiative must deliver some sort of business results. This, in my opinion, is asking too much of CSR and distracts from what must be the main goal: aligning a company's social and environmental activities with its business purpose and values. Despite the widely accepted ideal of pursuing shared value, which means creating economic value, which will also create social value, well managed companies seem less interested in totally integrating CSR with their business strategies and goals than in devising a cogent CSR program aligned with the company's purpose and values. Many companies embrace the broader vision of CSR, but they are hampered by poor coordination and a lack of logic connecting their various programs. This is where the concept of stakeholder theory comes into play, because the people who run big businesses are supposed to be accountable to outsiders. Stakeholder theory is the mirror image of corporate social responsibility. Instead of starting with a business and looking out into the world to see what ethical obligations are there, stakeholder theory starts in the world itself. It lists and describes those individuals and groups who will be affected by the company's actions and asks, what are their legitimate claims on the business? What rights do they have with respect to the company's actions? What kind of responsibilities and obligations can they justifiably impose on a particular business? In a single sentence, stakeholder theory affirms that those whose lives are touched by a corporation hold a right and obligation to participate in directing it. Let's take a simple example. When a factory produces industrial waste, a CSR perspective attaches a responsibility directly to factory owners to dispose of the waste safely. But in contrast, a stakeholder theory begins with those living in the surrounding community who may find their environment being poisoned by the waste, and begins to talk about business ethics by insisting that they have a right to clean air and water. Therefore, they are stakeholders in the company and their voices must contribute to corporate decisions. While it may be true that they may own no stock, but they do have a moral claim to participate in the decision-making process. Those affected by a company's actions actually become something like shareholders and owners. Because they are touched by a company's actions, they also have a right to participate in managing it. The five cardinal stakeholders of any company are its shareholders, workers, customers, suppliers, and community. However, the outer limits of stakeholding are blurry. In an abstract sense, it's probably true that everyone in the world counts as a stakeholder of any serious factory, because we all breathe the same air and because the global economy is so tightly linked that decisions taken in a boardroom in a small town on the East Coast can end up costing someone in India her job, and the effects keep rippling out from there. For years, stakeholder theorists felt the need to battle it out with advocates of shareholder primacy. With all the empirical evidence now building up for stakeholder management, the debate is now beginning to feel old hat. Looking forward, there is certainly a need for more cross-country research. Does the theory play out among African and Asian firms as well as it does in North America and Europe? At a more applied level, categorizing the different stakeholder engagement strategies that now exist and assessing how these relate to subsequent outcomes would mark a valuable addition. And then there is the big prize, resolving the dilemma of value. Thank you.